All right, this was great. Great message. Okay, so we're talking about the disgusting word players and the disgusting mindset. And usually the disgusting people that are doing it, okay? Until they all have a chance to change and grow. So we'll give them that, all right? But when they're in that low vibration, they are disgusting. Okay. I don't mince words. Okay, the cards. Here we go. Five of Cups is feeling loss, regret, disappointment, grieving over lost objects but missing them. Let go and move forward. So this goes so perfectly with this. The Hermit is introspection, solitude, seeking inner wisdom before moving forward. Take time, heal, learn, meditate, pray, nature, everything you need to do. Then move forward. Don't just jump into some other nutty relationship. So that's what it'll be if you don't heal first. Strength is the next card, which is inner strength, courage, self-control, ability to overcome challenges with compassion rather than force. So when someone does you dirty, don't act. I know it's hard. I know it's hard when people make you feel played, okay? Player. Can't stand y'all's asses. But they did you a huge favor. They acted stupid. They got removed. God protected you. You learned a valuable lesson. You will gain strength. You will gain knowledge. You will not keep replaying that situation once you've gone through it once or twice. And you will see that no one will be able to do that to you because you'll see right through them. Look, lesson learned. Okay, it took that, like when you're a little kid and you touch something sharp, because I'm not going to call them hot because they're a bunch of dusty, dirty, stinky, ugh. Anyways, let's call them sharp, and not up here. That you don't do that again, right? That's what we learn. Okay. Anyways, enough said on that. Okay. The next card was King of Cups. That's who you want to be, and that's how you want to act, and that's who you want to attract. That is emotional maturity, compassion, gentle, empathetic, calm leadership, a confident, loving king, but we're just going to say person, okay? Then you had death. That death it's when it's transitions, it's like endings and new beginnings. You have to accept the change and the growth. And then last is Eight of Cups, which is moving on from a situation that no longer serves you with intention on finding something more fulfilling. Let go, seek a new path. I mean, could these cards be any better? No, they can't. Okay, so this is what we're going to do, all right? This is the message. In my words, you have been burned. You will feel grief. Realize it's more ego than love. Okay, you probably truly loved the person or thought you did. Depends, because usually, okay, let me say this. You could be completely innocent, but there's some kind of pattern or trauma in you where you allowed somebody that gross to be in your life. So you're not completely innocent there, all right? You saw the signs. You felt something. And you went along with it. Maybe you had abuse in your childhood, previous bad relationships, and it's just a pattern that you're repeating. You have low self-respect, or you've come from people who treat you like that, so you just think that's a normal behavior. It isn't. So just find out where that hole is, and honestly, it could have nothing to do with your I mean, it's always going to have to do with that, but you could also be playing a game yourself. You know, if you really, really dive deep, you might not really have cared about that person. You might have, again, had some weird cycle of push-pull, and ultimately, if you saw the red flags and you kind of put up with it, you probably didn't care as much as you thought you did. You just, maybe you wanted them for sex. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff involved there. It's not always them, but they are wrong for doing it. So, okay, let me start over. You have been burned. You will feel grief. Realize it's more ego than love. For missing the ego, for missing the red flags, for getting in that cycle, for allowing all the things that happened. You are human. You were honest. Let go. Do the hermit, self-care and reflection. Then move forward. You are strong now. Move forward with control. You will overcome the challenge. Trust me, you will overcome it. Even if it takes you a whole year of hermiting, don't worry about that. You don't have to be with somebody every single second of the day. In fact, that's really toxic too. Go inside, heal. Go sit down somewhere like those people need to do and heal. Find out where these patterns are coming from. Then don't use anger. When something like that happens, like the first time it happens, you'll be explosively angry. For me, you know, it had been done to me more than once, and I was able to, yes, feel anger. You're always going to feel anger and frustration, but not to that extent. I was able to just say to myself, go get your stuff, get out of that place, and never look back. Okay, that's the better way to handle it. Because they really actually want you to play that game with them. So, you know, if you keep it's a thing. It powers them up when you get all flustered because of them cheating or whatever stupidity they're doing. That's what they want. They're cowards. They need your energy. They need your emotions. They need the attention. That's why they're cheating in the first place, because they're attention hoes from their own trauma. They were removed for a reason. You had to learn self-love and self-respect. You will meet or become the emotionally mature person that you're meant to be. Accept new beginnings and change and growth. This type of person no longer serves you. Move with intention to find someone or something that serves you and is more fulfilling. Okay? A great message. Heal. Take the lesson. I know it's painful. I am not making light of it. It really stinks when somebody plays games with you and your heart. It does. Find out why he allowed it. There's different reasons for all of us. There really is. Allowed it or didn't care that it was going on. I honestly, I think you kind of didn't. For whatever reason. Okay. Great. Okay, thank you. Thank you, cards. Okay, move on. Let's move on to we're going to do the crystal last. Let's do the dragons. So we're going to do scars first. They're both purple dragons, which is pretty interesting. I hope I can read this. For some reason, I worked all day, so my eyes are kind of, oh my gosh, my glasses are ridiculous. Sorry. Okay, let me try to work through this. All right, by the way, I made another video because I had a comment about it being a little difficult to concentrate on what I was saying if I have something here showing. So today, so that we could do this message, and so that if there is any dirty, stinky players watching this video, you don't get to see any cleavage, and hopefully you'll hear. So okay, see, so I'm covered tonight. All right, not going to be always, but anyway. All right, scars. 81. Let's see what the dragon says. don't know if I've pulled these out yet or not. Sometimes I do. They're really pretty too. I mean, all my cards are really pretty. See? That's the Dragon Wisdom. All right, so we're gonna do scars. Actually, it's this one. They're both purple. If you draw this card, it's time to look at the scars life has dealt you in a new light. The supposedly darkest hours of your life have left the deepest marks. They draw out the divine light within you. One or more of your scars may certainly still cause pain, as some wounds heal slowly, but the Violet Dragon would like to teach you that there is a miraculous cure for your wounds and scars. This miracle powder is a mixture of 70% forgiveness, 20% acceptance, and 10% devotion. This is the recipe for the elixir. That's cute. Then, you know, it wants you to actually do a ritual where you use these thoughts of this elixir and put it into a jar. And then there's a whole recipe behind it, but let's just stick with the message, okay? That's like way too much to read. If you want to know about it, you can get the book, or you can get the oracle deck. So yeah, okay, that was a good one. Forgiveness, acceptance, and devotion. I'm going to say devotion to praying, meditating, and healing yourself, asking your higher power and your source, your guides, whatever you believe in, to help you learn and move through the situation and come out the other side healed. Okay. Dormant aspects. Let's see what this one says. Dormant aspects. We all have important light-filled aspects of ourselves that lie dormant within us. Now is the time to awaken one of these. If you draw this card, the Violet Dragon wishes to help you awaken this particular part of you. So you try to sense deep in your heart which aspect wants to awaken. Close your eyes and sense the part of you that stirs. Your inner financial advisor, perhaps, who wishes to bring you to a place of abundance, or your inner healer, your inner artist, or inner child. Take a moment to sense what is in your heart, what you have recognized, what is there. Recognized what is there. I'm sorry. When you have recognized what is there, do the following exercise. And then there's another exercise about visualizing what it looks like to find your inner, what's in your heart. So again, you can get Dragon Wisdom and you can do these things, okay? But the message is find the light inside. If it's your inner child that needs to be healed, if it's, you know, any of these things, just you got to go within. This is what the Hermit card was about. Go within, pray, you know, ask God to help you find your inner child again. So, you know, you can let those wounds and scars go from those terrible situations and be a shiny and bright again. You know, it can happen. Really can. I'm telling you, it's happened to me so many times, and it hasn't broken me yet because I have faith and I know what I am. Okay. Yes, I made mistakes. I've also done people dirty before. Believe me, I know both sides of the fence. I am the farthest from perfect possible, but I have worked so much on trying to heal. I have a long way to go, and I probably will have to do it for the rest of my life, but I will not burn people like that. I will not. I can tell you that. Okay, and finally, a crystal that can help all of us. Okay. That's my chair, not my booty, by the way. Oh my gosh. All right. Let me see if I can find this. Uh-oh, roommate's home. Let me try to wrap this up. $151. Hopefully she doesn't try to bust in on me. No, it says, okay, so it's obsidian, which is sharp and shadows. Let's be clear, obsidian is not a gentle friend. Precise? Yes. Masterful? Always. Quicker than a cheetah taking down a gazelle? Absolutely. But gentle? That's not obsidian's domain. An uncompromising mirror and a surgically sharp blade, obsidian helps you see your shadows and excise them. No long drawn-out therapy sessions or weeks of vacillating. When it's time to let go, obsidian tells you there's no mercy in taking it slow. That's what I had to do. I just had to go one day, get all my stuff that I can fit in a car and leave and never go back. It happened just like that. My guides told me when I woke up that morning, go get your stuff and never go back. And I listened. And I executed it. And I never looked back. Obsidian tells you that there's no mercy, taking it slow, and that in and of itself is sometimes a relief. When you need the kind of honesty that lets you see your shadow clearly, when you are truly ready to make a final and clean break, when you want the letting go to be fast, call on obsidian. So there you go. Get yourself an obsidian crystal. Oh, whoa. Somebody tell me this message was not spot on. That I was meant to talk about this. God gives me my guides. Thank you so much. I love you so much for helping me spread a message that could help other people. That's all I'm here to do. I'm not here to harm people. I'm here to help people with my experiences and my messages that come through me. I want to help others who go through pain. I want to help people. I even want to help the players not do what they're doing. I hate that word. I'm not going to say that again. I want to help these people that are stuck in low vibrational, dark, trauma-filled, and yes, you know, you could use the word evil at the time, way of being, to not be that way anymore. But mostly I want to help the innocent ones, or the ones going through pain or dealing with it, get through it. It's that exact action. Those things that I've been through have led me here. I never thought I would be sitting on a camera talking to other people about my experiences. And had they not happened, I wouldn't be. So am I thankful that people have done mean, wrong, dirty, vile things? No, I'm not. But I am glad in the way that it lets me help others. So I'm going to wrap it up. Rumi's home, making noise. They're not trying to, but you know, they gotta live too, right? I'm not trying to rag on rooms out there. But I'm gonna wrap it up, and I don't know if I'll check back in again or not. I love you guys. Give it a like, share it if you know somebody who's going through this or who's living this lifestyle. They're not gonna like it. I'm not gonna be well liked, but I don't care really at all. So, yeah, that's it, all right? Again, Laura, I don't know. Probably said it 3 times, but I want everybody to get to know my name. Okay? Because you're going to hear from me. Okay? Love you guys. Give it a like. See you later.